my name is Kat, and this is my November book haul. So once again, I ended up getting way more books than I thought I would, and yeah, now is the time where I show them to you and talk a little bit about them, and it's great fun. Let's begin. I have 15 books to haul today, and I'm going to start with the newer releases, so let's get on with it. So first up, I have here the Bane Chronicles, and this is a collection of short stories by Cassandra Clare, Sarah Reese Brennan, and Maureen Johnson. If you're familiar with the Shadowhunter Chronicles series, then you know who Magnus Bane is. And you know that he is very old and very sassy, and those two things contribute to some excellent short stories of things that have happened to him in his life. I've actually already read a couple of these in ebook form, but of course the physical collection came out and I had to have it. I had to. You understand. I love that it's shiny and tall and matches the other books of the Shadowhunter Chronicles because it's gonna look beautiful on my shelf, and pretty soon I'm gonna need a whole shelf for Shadowhunter Chronicle books. The Dark Artifices, The Last Hours, all of the Cassandra Clare series. You just go right here. Kind of. Who can I take out of here? I don't want to take any of you out. Okay, I need to do some shelf rearrangement soon. And yes, for the 900,000 of you who have been asking, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but seriously, a lot of you guys have been asking, I am going to do a bookshelf tour soon. Just hold your damn horses. Corral them, put them in the stable, give them some grass and some water because they're gonna be there for a little while. But it will happen. And next up, I have The Immortal Heart by Robin Lefevers. This is the third and final book in the His Fair Assassins trilogy. It's like a historical fantasy-ish kind of series where you have these three girls who were trained to be assassins by nuns, and each book follows one of the girls on like their adventures. So it's kind of like a series of companion novels that are connected but different protagonists, and this is the last one. I absolutely loved the first book, Grave Mercy, and I've been waiting for this one so I could marathon the last two together, and that is exactly what I'm gonna do at some point in the near-ish future. Next up, I have another November release, and that is The Retribution of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. This is the third and final book in the Mara Dyer trilogy, and I actually read this one this month, so I will be including it in my wrap-up in a few days here. Next up is a book that you already know I have, but I didn't get a chance to include it in a haul yet, so I want to show you again that I have In the Afterlight by Alexandra Bracken. This came out right at the end of October, so it wasn't in my October book haul, but I read it right when it came out, so it was in my October wrap-up. But yeah, just in case you guys forgot or something, I have this book. This is a book that I have, as you can see, by me having it here. Next up, I have a book that I already have. That sounded dumb, but it'll make more sense in a second, I promise. My True Love Gave to Me, which is a collection of short stories edited by Stephanie Perkins. Lots of awesome authors contributed, and I did get a different edition of this book just last month, but this was the edition I wanted. It's so pretty! Like, I don't even think you can tell how pretty it is from here, but like, it's golden and shiny, and the pages are pink, and it has one of these bookmark thingies. I fucking love these bookmark thingies. I'm sorry, I try not to swear a lot in my videos, but like, I really love these bookmark thingies. This is the US edition that I got last month, and the UK edition that I just got because I wanted the pink pages. Okay, let's be real. I wanted the pretty pink pages and the bookmark thingy. I was planning to get rid of this one when I got this one, but I think I might keep both of them because they're both pretty. I like pretty books, okay? I think I'll keep them both. Next up, I have a box set that just came out, even though the books themselves are not new, but this box set is. It's the Giver Quartet by Lois Lowry collection. Oh, the plastic wrap is making it too shiny. Take it off! Yeah, baby! Book porn. So I've actually only read The Giver of these 4 books, and I loved it. Like, it's probably my favorite book that I had to read for school, and I've been meaning to get the other books for a long time, and then I saw this box set. Like, this specific box set just came out at the end of October, I believe, and I wanted it, so I got it. Ooh. I have The Giver, which is book 1, Gathering Blue, which is book 2, Messenger, which is book 3, and Sun, which is book 4. And actually, I'm not sure if that's exactly how this works, because like this book says the thrilling conclusion to The Giver, but these 2 books, I'm dropping shit all over the place, these 2 books say a companion to The Giver. So I know they're all in the same world, and like that's the order that they ought to be read in, I think, but they're not all like completely connected from the sounds of it. And this box set also came with a map, which I'm not going to look at because I feel like it will spoil me on something. So I'm gonna keep that and look at it once I read the rest of these books. Next up, I have The Crown of Embers by Ray Carson, and this is the 2nd book in the Girl of Fire and Thorns trilogy. Is that the name of the trilogy? I always feel like I get it wrong, but then somehow I get it right. Girl of Fire and Thorns. Booyah! I got it right. I actually have not yet started this trilogy. I bought the 1st book last year, and then somebody got the 3rd book for me as a gift. So I had to get the 2nd book. Like, you can't have book 1 and book 3. That is just insanity. So got the 2nd book, now I have the complete trilogy, and I'm ready to marathon it. Next up is a book that I thought I already owned, but apparently I did not, and that is Hopeless by Colleen Hoover. I was looking through my books the other day trying to find this because I wanted to start reading it. Like, Christine had just recently read it and she is like really into Colleen Hoover right now, and I was like, I want to read something by Colleen Hoover. So I started looking around for this book, and lo and behold, I did not in fact own it. So now I do. And next up I have On Writing by Stephen King, and this is a book that I've actually already read, but it was a very long time ago, and I had checked it out from the library. So I've kind of been getting into writing again lately, and I love collecting books on writing craft, both like the lifestyle and like technical advice kind of thing. So I had to get this one. Stephen King On Writing. It's like a necessity for any writer's library. Along with that Stephen King book, I also picked up Zen in the Art of Writing by Ray Bradbury. I think Ray Bradbury is a genius. Some of my favorite writing quotes are by him, and this is a collection of essays on his life and his writing style, his writing philosophies, and it's brilliant and wonderful and inspiring, and I loved it. And I will talk about this more soon in another video. However, my love for Ray Bradbury did not stop at the writing craft side of things. I also picked up some of his fiction writing. I have here Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury, probably his most well-known novel. I was supposed to have read this in school, but I was a terrible student and I did not read it, and I just bullshitted my way through all the assignments surrounding it, so I think it's time that I read it for realsies. And I also picked up The Stories of Ray Bradbury, this gigantic collection of a lot of his short stories and the Martian Chronicles. Over 1,000 pages of Ray Bradbury sci-fi genius is what I'm holding in my hands right now. And I'm really looking forward to getting into this. Like, it's not my typical reading, but I admire Ray Bradbury's writing philosophy and like his writing craft ideas so much that I have to get into his writing. I have to give it a try at least. Alright, there you have it! Those were the 15 books that I bought in the month of November, and that is everything I had for this video today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great night, and I will have another vlog up soon, so I will see you then. Goodbye! Okay, let's do a thumbnail. I got a lot of books. Oh my god, what a surprise! Says nobody! Is that a good thumbnail? What's a good thumbnail? Who? Me dropping them. That would be humorous. Books. I got 10 books. I got a lot of books. That is the book haul theme song by me. Do you like it? Let's try the other side. Oh, 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 oh. Dun 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 dun. Zen in the art of book hauls.